said I would be back. And so here I am. I said to my father, what do you want me to talk about? My father. And he said, just point to these. And now, he said, in the past, Joseph, you've used many illustrations. I said, yes, Father. He says, well, you're no longer living in the past, are you? I says, no. He says, well, let's have some new illustrations, eh? I says, okay, Father, what would you like me to say? He says, first of all, taste it. Oh, that's hot. Oh. 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 Ah. Now, he said, no one will now ever want to kiss you. I says, what? No one will ever want to kiss you. I says, no, Father, no. I shouldn't have eaten it. He said, don't be silly. You know what he said? He says, that's good for you, Joseph. I says, how is it good for me? If it puts off the woman, that woman won't kiss me anymore. He said, well, do you know what this does for you, Joseph? I says, I've got a good feeling. When I eat it, yes. It seems to cleanse my body. Cleanse my body. It's like an infectant, a disinfectant. So my body, oh yes. Disinfecting your body with garlic leaves. So nobody's going to kiss me now. Not with breath like this. No. So he said, start off with that. I said, what a fine thing to start off with, Father. He says, and then expand on it as an illustration. He says, anyway, don't worry about it. Because there's someone out there who likes these as well. And she'll eat them. And she'll not even smell the difference. Because she'll smell the same as you. So, is there anyone out there who likes these? Because if you don't, I'll repel you. Alright, buddy. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. It's hot. You know these radishes. You know these radishes you get sometimes. And they're really hot. Oh, what? I can take hot things. Curries. Oh, curries. Fowls. Oh, yes. I've had a fowl a few times. No problems. Doesn't even bring tears to my eyes. Has this brought tears to my eyes? Have a look. Have a look. No. But what with yours? Well, I'm going to show you. Two things. Now, on with the illustration, Joseph. uh, Are you ready for a story? Let me get comfortable first. I'll put my garlic over there. Is this garlic water or something? Try. There's not any fucking Draculas looking in this. If it is. This is any fucking Draculas. Tuning in. Have a smell of that. Oh man, it's gorgeous. I can smell it. Now get serious, Joseph. Stop messing about. You mess about too much, you do. You like that at school, weren't you, Joseph? Always daydreaming, not paying attention, thinking about other things. When you miss half the class. Wiseman, answer that question. What was that, sir? The question. What was the question, sir? Why are you not listening, Joseph? I says, I'm sorry, sir, I was thinking about something else. He says, do you want to repeat it again? I says, please, sir, please. And so he did. And I had to pay attention. Oh, yes. I had to pay attention. You got my attention. Got my attention so many times. You got me out. He had a big cane. A cane. Oh, yes. And I used to get the cane. My hands, oh, the little boy as well. Oh, yes. I've been through torture. That's what I used to do in school, you know, when I was a little boy. That's just in case any of my little ones are watching. There's no canes now, but I got the cane. None of you boys. No, just me. Aye. Everybody thought I was fucking brave. Joseph, see him? Didn't even flinch. The next one. Another one. Joseph, he didn't even cry. I got a reputation because I could take a lot of fucking. I'm so used to it. I could take a lot of fucking pain, even as a little boy. I was in the juniors a teacher called Mr. Green. Fucking tortured me. Fucking tortured me. Ah, but my father, he went down. And he said, you see that fucking cane there? He says, here with my son one more time. He says, I'll come down, I'll wrap that fucker around your neck, and I'll bait you first with it 10 times more than you hit my sword. You hear that? Oh yes. I never got any problems ever again. No, my father sorted them out. He promised he would wrap it around his neck. Oh yes. And the teacher was very, very scared. Oh yes. Yes. Southampton Scouts many years ago. Anyway, let's get on with this illustration. I've got this illustration. Now, 2,000 years ago, the illustration was you had wheat, you had darnel, and at the time that was the best illustration to use to get up a point over that was perhaps a little bit difficult to understand what was going to happen in the future. So Yeshua used the wheat and the darnel. Now, the reason why he did that, if you want to know, if you know what darnel is, or tares, it's like when it grows together, it's two different seeds, wheat and darnel. The darnel and the wheat, they grow in this field, say, together, up and up and up and up together, and even you can't tell, you cannot tell. They look exactly the same. So Yeshua thought, oh, it's a good illustration, this. So they grow up together in this big field, and you can't say which is which until when? Until the heads appear. Even when the heads appear, it's still not clear until the heads started filling out, pumping out, the seed pumping out. Then, only then, can you tell the difference. Because the darnel has the look, but the seeds are not pumping out. They're not pumping out. They're not pumping out. So, it is a weed that looks like wheat until the perfect timing. And yes, we use that for this day. Right now, you have Christians, Jews, Muslims. They're all in a big field. The true amongst the weeds. The weeds. You can't tell the difference until the perfect timing. And it's right now. Right now. You see what's in a seed? What's in a seed is what it will produce. What's in a darnel seed is what it will produce. It can only produce a weed, even though it looks like wheat at the beginning. But the two separate seeds, the information in the seed is all wrapped up in a little tiny seed. The growth of that. Now this is where I spring over into the illustration, because that's already been set in motion, and now we understand what the illustration means of how in this end time period there is a separation. You see, if you don't get the weeds out, it's no good just harvesting them all together like they do nowadays, because when you get the seeds, guess what's mixed up? They're both mixed up together. That's not going to happen. So there's an individual taken out of the weeds. Taken out of the weeds. That means you have to go into the field to take out the weeds, to expose them as they're not Christian, or they're not true Jew, or whatever. They're not true. And they will make themselves very evident, because their seed is not of the kingdom. The kingdom of love, peace, that is in the seeds of the kingdom heirs of this wonderful world that we live in. Now, I have to go to this illustration now, because we're going to update illustrations. Once upon a time, this was not a leaf. This has been taken off a bulb. A bulb. Right? But the bulb was once a flower. The flower was once a seed. A seed. The seed of the garlic, the wild garlic, the seed is put into the earth. It grew into a beautiful flower. The flower died. Yeshua died. But what was left below, that seed, although the flower died, that was above, existing. What was hidden below, the seed grew into a bulb. So Yeshua left, and the bulb, whatever was left over from the death of Yeshua, for 3 days. 3 days. People don't realize this. For 3 days, Yeshua did not exist. That meant his spirit even was out. Non-existent. 3 days. For 3 days, Yeshua, it was black. It was nothing. It didn't exist. Truly didn't exist. It didn't go back into the spirit, to Father. It didn't transfer from being flesh to Father. No. For 3 days, his light switched off. 3 days. Let me put this light on. some people say, well, where was he for 3 days? When they killed Yeshua, they killed his body, his temple that he was dwelling in. And whatever was dwelling within that temple was spirit. And that was killed. It was out of action. So they well and truly killed the true seed that came through the line of David. Undeniable that Yeshua came through the line of David, through Mary, through Joseph. They became one, and a child was born. In the Davidic line, through both of them, approved by our Father, out of wedlock, a child was conceived. A holy child. A child born for those days. To bring freedom, peace and love to all that listen to him. He brought our Father's kingdom. A kingdom of love, justice, and he was hated for it. Why? Because when you fight for love, justice, you fight for the oppressed and those who are downtrodden. That's what love does, and it led him into the greatest danger, and it cost him his life. He knew what was going to happen. In his day, when he was growing up, 1, 2, 3-year-old, there were events around about his time where they got Jews and persecuted them, hung them on crosses, taking beams out of the houses of the rebels and hanging them on their own beams taken from their own houses, mocked. And Yeshua found out about that as he grew up and knew what the fate might be for himself, for standing up for what is just and right. So what he left was a resurrection takes place. And there are many who deny this. Many. If you have any doubt as to the miracles that Yeshua performed, and there was a lot, you have before you the miracle of all miracles that will convince you that all that Yeshua did was true. miracle that you can see today with your own eyes. Ah, you've never seen a miracle, have you? You've never seen a miracle. A miracle so great, so fantastic. No one, not even the best magician, not even Satan himself, could copy. It's the miracle of all miracles, and no one will ever present you with the miracle before your eyes. As the Shroud of Turin. The Shroud of Turin. Let me tell you how it all happened. Are you interested? What's the shroud, Joseph? Just over there. Have I got a pen? If I haven't got a pen, I'm stuffed. Is there a pen anywhere? Oh. Oh, I don't see I've got to look for a pen. Oh no. I'm not prepared. Joseph, what you like, man? Oh dear, dear, dear. Let's see if it's a pen. Anyway. Is there a pen anywhere? Will this work? I hope so. No. What did I tell you what? Well, I ain't got one. I've got this. I've got this. Maybe this is it. Yeah, I'll try this.